The Ramcharitmanas is one of the greatest epic poems in Indian literature, composed by the saint poet Goswami Tulsidas. Written in the vernacular Awadhi language, Ramcharitmanas retells the ancient story of Lord Rama from the Sanskrit Ramayana in a form that is accessible and deeply devotional. It narrates his miraculous birth, heroic deeds, unwavering commitment to duty and righteousness, and triumphant return to Ayodhya. This sacred text celebrates devotion, bhakti, ethical living, dharma, and the enduring triumph of good over evil, having shaped North Indian culture and spiritual practice for centuries. We will continue with next part, Kiśkindhā, the Monkey Kingdom episode, which will examine the themes of friendship, loyalty, and the power of collective action as exemplified by the alliance between Rama and the Monkey Kingdom. The Kiśkindhā introduces a vibrant world beyond the royal courts of Ayodhya and the quiet solitude of the forest. In this episode, Rama's journey continues as he forms an alliance with Sugriva, the exiled Monkey King, and his loyal subjects. The narrative emphasizes the strength of unity, the value of trust, and the power of selfless service. It offers timeless lessons for both leaders and common devotees, illustrating that when diverse individuals unite with a common purpose, they can overcome internal strife and external challenges. Before Rama's arrival, the Monkey Kingdom is depicted as a realm in turmoil. Once a mighty and respected kingdom, it is now weakened by internal discord, as Sugriva faces personal loss and political instability after being overthrown by his own brother. This discord serves as a powerful metaphor for the disruption that arises when personal ambition overshadows collective welfare. The dangers of ego and internal conflict are made evident, showing that when rivalries and self-interest take precedence, they can undermine the strength of any community. The state of disarray in the monkey realm also underscores the critical need for collective action, as a divided community cannot withstand external threats. Ultimately, this situation sets the stage for a transformative alliance, reminding us that true leadership has the power to heal divisions and restore order. Sugriva's suffering and desperate need for assistance become a clarion call that reaches out to Rama. In his isolation and vulnerability, Sugriva seeks not only a savior, but also a friend and a leader who can help him reclaim his lost kingdom and restore dignity to his people. His plea, marked by humility, represents a turning point that initiates an alliance, which is both politically significant and spiritually enriching. This humility in the face of adversity demonstrates that acknowledging one's need for help is a strength that can pave the way for redemption. Moreover, the sincere and heartfelt call for assistance shows that even the widest gaps between disparate communities can be bridged by genuine emotion and shared purpose. Sugriva's plight thereby sets the stage for Rama to showcase compassionate leadership that goes beyond the exercise of power. It is about uplifting those in need and restoring harmony through empathy. Rama's encounter with Sugriva marks the beginning of a mutually beneficial alliance built on trust and a shared commitment to righteousness. Recognizing the sincerity and potential in Sugriva's cause, Rama offers unwavering support, viewing the alliance not only as a strategic partnership, but also as a moral imperative. This act of service transcends personal or caste boundaries and exemplifies the universal obligation to assist those in distress. By listening to Sugriva's plight and understanding his pain, Rama illustrates that empathy is the cornerstone of effective leadership and enduring alliances. The partnership further highlights that collective strength, when forged through unity and mutual trust, is powerful enough to overcome even the most formidable obstacles. The foundation of this alliance is laid on mutual trust and respect. As both Rama and Sugriva recognize in each other the qualities of a true leader, righteousness, humility, and a commitment to the welfare of their people. Their interactions, marked by open dialogue and sincere gestures, build a relationship that is as much about moral alignment as it is about political necessity. When both parties share common values and support each other's missions, regardless of their backgrounds, a strong and lasting bond is formed. This open and honest communication bridges differences and lays the groundwork for a collective identity, enabling the Monkey Kingdom and Rama's followers to unite against common challenges. Central to the Kiśkindhā Kand is the emergence of Hanumān, the devoted monkey who becomes Rama's most trusted aide and emissary. Hanumān's boundless energy, unwavering faith, and selfless service encapsulate the ideal of devotion, Bhakti, and transform him into a living symbol of the power of faith. His role transcends physical support. His actions, along with those of his fellow monkeys, demonstrate that every individual, no matter their size or stature, can contribute to the greater good. Hanumān's life is a powerful testament to how pure, selfless devotion can serve as a catalyst for overcoming challenges, while his collective service with his companions illustrates that unity and shared purpose can yield miraculous results. His example inspires others to act with courage, integrity, and compassion, proving that true leadership often manifests through humble service. The alliance between Rama and the Monkey Kingdom is further characterized by deep and enduring friendship. This bond, which goes beyond mere political expediency, is forged through shared struggles and the common goal of restoring Dharma. The camaraderie among Rama, Sugriva, and Hanumān serves as a model for all relationships, showing that genuine friendship is built on loyalty, sacrifice, and an unwavering commitment to each other's welfare. True friendship, as depicted in the Kiśkindhā Kand, transcends differences and is founded on the selfless acts and sacrifices that strengthen bonds during times of adversity. When individuals come together and face challenges as a united force, their collective resilience becomes a source of inspiration for building a more harmonious community. The narrative is replete with instances of personal sacrifice made in the name of friendship and collective well-being. Rama and his monkey allies willingly endure hardships and make difficult choices to support one another. These acts of sacrifice underscore a central teaching of the epic, that the path to righteousness and fulfillment is paved with selfless acts for the benefit of others. Sacrifice in this context is portrayed as an expression of profound love and commitment, emphasizing that true virtue is found in putting the needs of others above one's own self-interest. The shared trials and challenges not only strengthen individual bonds, but also contribute to the overall growth and resilience of the community. The Kiśkindhā Kand also celebrates diversity and the inclusive nature of devotion. The varied inhabitants of the Monkey Kingdom symbolize the myriad forms of life that make up the world, teaching us that every individual has a vital role in the grand tapestry of existence. Rama's alliance with Sugriva and his subjects demonstrates that true devotion embraces diversity and that every creature is a manifestation of the divine. This inclusiveness highlights that a community that values diversity is better equipped to face challenges, as each member brings unique strengths and perspectives. The overarching message is one of universal brotherhood, where mutual respect and compassion unite all beings, reinforcing that the divine spark within each individual is to be cherished. At the core of the Kiśkindhā Kand is the transformative power of devotion. The selfless service and unwavering faith exhibited by Hanumān and the monkey allies illustrate that true devotion is a dynamic force capable of breaking down barriers and healing wounds. This devotion is not passive, but an active catalyst for personal and social transformation. The strength derived from such selfless service empowers individuals to overcome obstacles that may seem insurmountable, and it inspires others to adopt a life of service, compassion, and unwavering faith. In this way, the actions of Rama, Sugriva, and Hanumān serve as a shining example of how love and dedication can bring about meaningful change in both personal lives and communities. For modern life, the lessons of the Kiśkindhā Kand offer practical applications that resonate deeply in today's divided and rapidly changing world. To foster unity in diverse communities, one can engage in community-building initiatives that bring people together to work on common goals, thus nurturing a shared sense of identity and mutual respect. Leaders in various fields are encouraged to practice inclusive leadership by creating environments where every voice is valued and celebrated. Additionally, embracing the spirit of devotion and service can be integrated into daily life through volunteer work, personal rituals of mindfulness, and supportive mentorship. These practices help build strong, supportive relationships and promote collaborative networks that can address contemporary challenges with empathy and collective strength. In conclusion, the Kiśkindhā provides a rich narrative of transformation through alliance, friendship, and unwavering devotion. It recounts the historic and mythological events of the Monkey Kingdom while imparting enduring lessons on unity, selfless service, and the transformative power of faith. Reflecting on these timeless principles encourages us to build stronger personal relationships, contribute to community well-being, and embrace a spirit of inclusiveness that can overcome adversity and restore harmony in any divided society. In the next part, Sundara, the beautiful episode Hanuman's Journey, we will delve into the extraordinary adventures of Hanumān, his unwavering devotion, and the heroic feats that continue to inspire generations with the power of faith and courage. Sundara, the beautiful episode, Hanuman's Journey. After Sita is abducted by the demon king Ravana, the entire kingdom is plunged into despair. In the midst of this darkness, Rama, an embodiment of righteousness, resolves to rescue his beloved and restore justice. It is in this critical moment that Hanuman emerges as a beacon of hope. His journey is driven by an overwhelming compassion in crisis, which reminds us that in times of dire need, we must act with empathy and a sense of duty to aid those in distress. Hanuman's mission, fueled by a deep, selfless love for Rama, exemplifies how true purpose is born from unwavering devotion to a higher ideal. Before Hanuman even embarks on his arduous journey to Lanka, he is already depicted as a symbol of strength, determination, and boundless energy. His readiness to leap into action without hesitation establishes him as an exemplar of selfless service. This immediacy in his response teaches us that when our hearts are filled with devotion, there is no room for delay in answering the call of duty. Hanuman's actions illustrate that faith itself can be the driving force behind overcoming even the most daunting challenges, inspiring us to act with the same unyielding dedication in our own lives. One of the most iconic moments in the Sundara is Hanuman's magnificent leap across the vast ocean to Lanka. This extraordinary feat transcends mere physicality. It is a powerful metaphor for breaking through our own limitations. With every bound, Hanuman defies the constraints of the physical world, driven by inner strength and resolute faith. His leap stands as a vivid illustration of how determination and devotion can help us overcome seemingly insurmountable obstacles, reminding us that the triumph of the spirit can propel us beyond our perceived boundaries in the pursuit of noble goals. Throughout his journey, Hanuman faces numerous challenges, battling fierce demons and navigating treacherous landscapes that test his resolve and refine his character. Each trial, whether physical or emotional, is a necessary rite of passage that strengthens his commitment to his mission. The hardships he encounters serve as a reminder that resilience in the face of adversity builds inner strength, and that every challenge carries a valuable lesson. These difficulties encourage us to view obstacles as opportunities for personal growth and deeper self-understanding, teaching us that perseverance, fueled by faith, can turn adversity into a stepping stone toward transformation. The narrative also highlights moments of divine intervention, where celestial signs, unexpected aids, and miraculous occurrences punctuate Hanuman's journey. These interventions reinforce the belief that the divine is intimately involved in the lives of those who walk the path of righteousness. They encourage us to trust in higher forces, even when the path seems perilous, and to recognize that our individual efforts are part of a larger cosmic design where destiny and free will interweave to bring about the greater good. One of the most poignant moments in the Sundara is Hanuman's discovery of Sita in the Demon King's palace. Deeply moved by her suffering and dignified sorrow, Hanuman approaches her with humility and compassion. His gentle, empathetic approach exemplifies the importance of not merely seeing a person in distress, but understanding their inner pain and offering solace. By confronting the harsh reality of her captivity with courage and vulnerability, he demonstrates that true strength lies in acknowledging and alleviating the suffering of others. This encounter reaffirms the sanctity of devotion, showing that genuine service to the divine is inseparable from caring for the suffering. Before departing from Sita's side, Hanuman offers her a message of hope and divine protection. He reassures her that Rama's rescue is imminent, and that her inner strength and virtue will ultimately overcome the forces of evil. This message of hope is a sustaining force, reminding us that even in our darkest moments, the light of divine promise can guide us toward salvation. Hanumān's comforting words exemplify the power of encouragement, illustrating that compassionate communication can provide the strength and solace needed to persevere. In this way, his message underscores the enduring truth that righteousness and truth will inevitably triumph over darkness and injustice. Every act performed by Hanumān throughout his journey carries deep symbolic meaning. His leaps across vast distances, his fearless confrontations with adversaries, and his gentle interactions with Sita are not mere feats of physical prowess. They serve as metaphors for the divine potential within each of us. His journey is a vivid representation of the inner path of spiritual awakening, where physical challenges reflect our own internal battles against ignorance and fear. As the quintessential devotee, Hanumān's life stands as an eternal reminder that true devotion is active and transformative, enabling us to transcend ordinary limitations and achieve greatness. Beyond his immediate mission, Hanumān is portrayed as an instrument of the divine will, an embodiment of Bhakti that not only facilitates Sita's rescue, but also reaffirms the universal triumph of good over evil. His actions inspire both the Monkey Kingdom and Rama's followers, illustrating that individual acts of devotion contribute to the overall harmony of the universe. Hanumān's journey exemplifies how collective action, driven by pure devotion, can realign the cosmic balance and shape the destiny of the world, reminding us that the human spirit is an integral part of the larger divine order. For modern life, the teachings of Hanumān offer practical applications that are timeless. Embracing the spirit of devotion, we can cultivate daily practices through meditation, prayer, or mindful reflection that nurture our inner faith and strengthen our connection to the divine. His life encourages us to embody selfless service by seeking opportunities in our communities to help others without expecting anything in return. Hanumān's example of resilience teaches us to remain steadfast amid challenges, setting ambitious goals and celebrating small victories along the way. Additionally, his compassionate encounter with Sita inspires us to listen actively, offer genuine support, and foster a culture of empathy in our everyday interactions. In conclusion, the Sundara is a celebration of the beauty of devotion and the transformative power of action, inspired by unwavering faith. Hanuman's journey from the banks of the ocean to the heart of Lanka is a timeless tale of courage, selflessness, and resilience. His extraordinary feats and humble service remind us that with a devoted heart and an unyielding spirit, we too can overcome the greatest challenges and illuminate the world through our actions. The teachings of this beautiful episode continue to inspire us to trust in our inner strength, push beyond our limits, and extend compassion to all, ensuring that our journey of faith remains a powerful force for personal and collective transformation. We will proceed with next part, Yuddha, the War or Lanka episode, which will examine the climactic battle between good and evil, the moral imperatives of conflict, and the ultimate victory of righteousness as portrayed in the Ramcharitmanas. The war in Lanka begins with the abduction of Sita, an act that violently disrupts the moral balance of the world. This act of kidnapping is depicted not only as a personal violation, but as a profound transgression of both divine and natural laws. It stands as a symbolic attack on Dharma, igniting the fury of righteousness and compelling Rama to restore justice. In this narrative, the violation of Dharma serves as a catalyst for the ensuing battle, reminding us that when moral laws are broken, the duty to defend virtue becomes paramount. The conflict is portrayed as a necessary transformation, a means to re-establish order and justice rather than an act of personal vendetta. In preparation for the monumental battle, Rama's forces are gathered from a diverse coalition of loyal family members, the monkey army led by Sugriva and Hanumān, and other devoted allies. This assembly is a powerful expression of unity and diversity, where various beings come together to support a common cause. The collective responsibility to defend Dharma is emphasized, with every supporter playing an integral role in the effort. The broad-based support for Rama's mission underscores that the war is not a mere political conflict. It is a morally justified endeavor aimed at restoring universal balance and protecting the honor of the divine. As the opposing forces prepare to clash, both sides engage in meticulous strategic planning. Rama's army, guided by wisdom and divine support, is organized with a clear focus on justice, discipline, and the protection of the innocent. In contrast, Ravana's forces, driven by pride and unrighteous ambition, resort to deceit and brutality. This deliberate contrast teaches the value of ethical warfare, where every tactic is measured against the principles of righteousness. The disciplined and orderly formation of Rama's forces serves as a model for how structured, ethical conduct can prevail even in the midst of conflict, demonstrating that might, without moral grounding, is ultimately unsustainable. The battlefield in Lanka itself is depicted as a microcosm of the cosmic struggle between light and darkness. Every clash of weapons, every strategic maneuver, and every heroic act on the field carries a deeper symbolic meaning. This conflict is not just about physical domination. It is an allegory for the internal battles that each individual faces, the ongoing struggle to overcome ignorance, ego, and unrighteousness within oneself. The internal and external battles mirror one another, underscoring the belief that sacrifice, when offered in the pursuit of truth, becomes a necessary path to renewal and purification of the soul. Throughout the battle, numerous heroic feats are recorded, with Rama at the forefront, displaying exemplary valor and calm determination. His unwavering commitment to justice and the safety of his people is mirrored by the selfless sacrifices made by his loyal allies, such as his brother Lakshmana. These acts of bravery are celebrated not merely for their physical prowess, but as manifestations of inner strength and moral clarity. True valor is portrayed as the ability to act rightly in spite of fear, and the readiness to sacrifice personal comfort for the greater good sets a powerful example for future generations. This model of heroism inspires both leaders and common people to pursue ethical conduct even in times of crisis. Despite the heroic and noble aspects of the war, the Yuddha does not shy away from the inherent moral ambiguities of conflict. The narrative openly acknowledges the sorrow, loss, and ethical dilemmas that come with engaging in battle. Rama's forces, while fighting for a just cause, are not immune to the profound emotional burdens of combat. The weight of responsibility is palpable as the warriors bear the moral cost of taking life, even when it is necessary to restore order. This reflective approach encourages us to navigate the complexities of ethical conflict with humility and careful consideration, reminding us that the ultimate goal is the restoration of Dharma and the establishment of a compassionate society. Interwoven through the narrative of war are moments of divine grace and intervention that underscore the belief that the battle is not fought solely by mortal strength. Rama's connection with the divine is evident in his calm demeanor, strategic acumen, and unwavering inner fortitude. These moments, marked by auspicious omens or timely guidance from sages, serve as constant reminders that higher powers are at work. This divine support provides strength and reassurance, inspiring both warriors and devotees to persist in the face of overwhelming odds. Even in victory, the acknowledgement of divine grace cultivates humility, reinforcing that every achievement is part of a larger cosmic design. Ultimately, the war experience in the Yuddha is profoundly transformative, affecting not only those on the battlefield, but also the society that bears witness to the conflict. The hardships and sacrifices pave the way for a re-establishment of order and a renewal of hope among the people. The experiences and lessons learned during the battle serve as powerful catalysts for personal and collective growth, urging us to integrate the insights of sacrifice and resilience into our everyday lives. Even as the war concludes, the narrative calls for reconciliation and healing, emphasizing that the path of righteousness ultimately leads to restoration and peace. Modern life can draw significant lessons from the Yuddha, especially in terms of ethical leadership in times of crisis. The epic illustrates that true leadership requires strategic acumen, coupled with deep moral commitment. Leaders are encouraged to adopt a servant leadership approach, prioritizing the welfare of their community and making decisions that benefit the collective, even if they come at personal cost. Reflective decision-making, maintaining humility, and ensuring accountability are critical in navigating the challenges of conflict. Similarly, Balancing conflict and compassion in everyday relationships involves developing conflict resolution skills, cultivating emotional resilience through mindfulness, and encouraging collaborative problem solving in both professional and community settings. Furthermore, the transformative journey depicted in the Yuddha reminds us that adversity can be reinterpreted as an opportunity for renewal. Each challenge is a chance to learn, grow, and ultimately contribute to a better, more just world. By embracing setbacks as valuable learning experiences and investing in continuous personal development, we can transform our difficulties into stepping stones toward greater resilience and adaptability. Participation in community healing initiatives further reinforces the idea that collective efforts to reconcile and rebuild are vital for lasting peace. In the final analysis, the Yuddha is a powerful meditation on the nature of conflict, the heavy cost of war, and the enduring triumph of truth and virtue. Rama's battle in Lanka, replete with both the clash of arms and the sorrow of loss, ultimately serves as a grand lesson that righteousness prevails when individuals remain steadfast in their commitment to duty and ethical principles. Reflecting on these challenges can inspire us to transform personal, professional, or societal conflicts through ethical action, inner strength, and a steadfast belief that justice and compassion will always shine through. We will proceed with next part, Uttara, the later episode or epilogue, which will examine the concluding phase of Rama's journey, the establishment of his ideal reign, and the enduring lessons on leadership, legacy, and the continuity of Dharma. After the tumultuous events in Lanka and the long struggle to restore order, Rama's triumphant return to Ayodhya is met with overwhelming jubilation from his people. His homecoming is not merely a return, but a profound re-establishment of Dharma, signaling the restoration of cosmic order. In this moment, the joy of restoration is palpable, as Rama's return symbolizes the ultimate triumph of light over darkness, reaffirming that even after great trials, the promise of renewal and progress endures. The collective celebration of his subjects highlights the power of community and shared joy, demonstrating that a united people are essential to sustaining a just society and igniting a rebirth of hope throughout the land. Following this, Rama's coronation marks the culmination of his journey and the beginning of an ideal reign in Ayodhya. This ceremonial act, steeped in ritual and symbolism, embodies the very essence of ideal leadership. Rama's rule is envisioned as a golden era, characterized by justice, compassion, and an unwavering commitment to the welfare of his people. His reign illustrates that true leadership is inseparable from personal sacrifice and a deep sense of duty. It is a reminder that being a ruler comes with the burden of responsibility, requiring constant adherence to moral values to ensure that justice prevails. Moreover, the establishment of a righteous rule serves as a lasting legacy, forming a foundation upon which future generations may build and prosper. The legacy of Rama, as portrayed in the Uttara, extends far beyond his reign. It permeates the hearts and minds of his people. His life, marked by unwavering devotion, ethical conduct, and a steadfast commitment to duty, becomes an enduring source of inspiration. The timeless virtues of truth, compassion, humility, and selflessness that Rama demonstrated are celebrated as eternal qualities that remain relevant in every era. His example provides a blueprint for ethical leadership, encouraging future generations to prioritize the common good over personal ambition, while ensuring that the principles of righteousness continue to guide society. This legacy reinforces the idea that the lessons learned from Rama's life are passed down as an eternal inheritance, guiding individuals and communities toward a more just and harmonious future. As Rama prepares to leave his mortal form, the Uttara reflects on his personal transformation throughout his life. His journey, from the miraculous birth and early exploits to the trials of exile, the hardships of war, and the heavy responsibilities of ruling, illustrates that true greatness is achieved not only through external accomplishments, but also through inner transformation and self-mastery. Every trial and victory contributed to a deeper understanding of himself and the world, emphasizing that growth is a continuous, cumulative process. The natural cycle of beginnings and endings, encapsulated in Rama's farewell, underscores the importance of embracing change as a path to eternal wisdom. inviting us to see every ending as a new beginning in our journey of self-realization. Rama's rule in Ayodhya is depicted as a golden age, a time when justice, prosperity, and peace reign supreme. His administration, founded on ethical principles and a profound commitment to the welfare of all citizens, demonstrates that a society built on Dharma is one in which every individual is valued and the collective well-being is prioritized over individual gain. Through his reign, Rama shows that leaders who govern with integrity not only empower their citizens, but also create an environment in which everyone can thrive. The systems and institutions established during his rule serve as enduring reminders that ethical governance, accountability, and mutual respect are the cornerstones of a just society. In addition to the responsibilities of leadership, the Uttara also emphasizes the vital role of citizens. The people of Ayodhya are portrayed as active participants in the creation of a just society, with their unwavering faith in Rama and commitment to moral values playing a crucial part in the success of his reign. This mutual dependence between the leader and the citizens highlights that the prosperity of a nation relies on collective responsibility. When individuals internalize the values of Dharma and act with honesty, empathy, and cooperation, they contribute to a resilient and compassionate community capable of overcoming any challenge. The epilogue of the Uttara presents a meditation on the transience of the material world. Rama's eventual departure from his mortal existence is depicted as a natural return to the divine source from which he emerged, a powerful reminder of the impermanent nature of worldly possessions and achievements. This recognition of impermanence encourages us to detach from material concerns and focus instead on the eternal, spiritual truths that underpin life. True liberation, the text suggests, lies in understanding that while material things are fleeting, the pursuit of inner peace, wisdom, and spiritual growth is enduring and transformative. Finally, as the epic draws to a close, the Uttara offers a final exhortation to uphold Dharma in every aspect of life. Rama's struggles, victories, and eventual departure are presented as a model for living a life of virtue and purpose. This concluding message calls upon us to remain vigilant in our commitment to truth and ethical integrity, encouraging us to seek inspiration in daily actions and contribute to the betterment of society. It is a lifelong commitment to righteousness, a journey where each challenge, whether of joy or sorrow, is an opportunity to deepen our understanding of what it means to live in accordance with higher principles. By internalizing these timeless teachings, each of us can contribute to a legacy of peace, justice, and spiritual enlightenment. May the enduring wisdom of the Ramcharitmanas continue to inspire you on your journey, guiding you toward a life filled with purpose, compassion, and integrity, and lighting the path toward ethical fulfillment and spiritual growth. Please like this video, subscribe or follow this channel, and share the timeless wisdom with the world. Please do not forget to watch part 1 of Ramcharitmanas. Om Tat Sat.